Hello fellow Nakamas, welcome to this new video. Today I'm bringing you my review analysis and theories about the events seen in chapter 1094 of the manga. It was an absolutely spectacular chapter with long anticipated events finally unfolding. There's so much to talk about and theorize, so stay tuned until the end of this video to hear all the theories I have for you. I believe chapter 1094 has rekindled the passion of the followers of this story, and it arrived at the perfect time. In this chapter we witnessed not only the awakening of a legendary devil fruit, but also the conclusion of a debate that has lasted for many years, whether the Gorosei were a combative or purely political force. All the factions on Egghead Island have converged into one location, and the Egghead saga has reached its climax. What lies ahead is nothing short of spectacular. The chapter starts right from the title, introducing Saturn as the military god of the scientific defense area of the Gorosei. This title is quite representative of what we see in the chapter. We pick up where we left off in the previous chapter, with Atlas ordering the pacifistas to eliminate all Marine members on the island. Chaos begins to spread among the Marines, who know that if the order comes from Vegapunk, the pacifistas will obey it due to their authority rank. We then see Vegapunk accompanied by Frankie and Sanji searching for Bonnie. Sanji manages to locate her, and she's in the midst of combat with the Marines, using a device that seems to induce a near-death experience in her opponents. Among her adversaries are two vice admirals, one of them being an elderly woman named Brewgrass, who possesses the Nori Nami with the ability to control anything she can ride on. The other vice admiral's name and devil fruit power remain unrevealed, but he wields a weapon with a large seashell-like tip. While this character isn't fully introduced, it appears he has a Zoan-type devil fruit. Sanji arrives just in time to save Bonnie, and they make their escape with Vegapunk and Atlas in the Vega tank. Suddenly an unusual presence begins to be detected by all the fighters on the island. Jinbei mentions that it's a strange presence, and we see a silhouette ordering the pacifistas to stop. This surprises Atlas because no one has more authority over the pacifistas than Vegapunk, except for the Gorosei. At that moment, a circle with a star and several numbers, including the number 5, forms on Egghead Island. From this circle emerges St. J. Garcia Saturn in all his glory. He showcases what appears to be his awakened Zoan-type devil fruit power. Notably, lower-ranking Marines can't look directly at him. One of them gazes at Saturn and has his head explode. This leaves us wondering how they knew about Saturn and why they could see him. Saturn addresses Vegapunk, saying he expected Vegapunk to be dead by now. Bonnie begins to recall certain memories, possibly from the experiences she saw in Kuma's memory sphere. These voices seem to be the Gorosei giving precise orders to Vegapunk to ensure Kuma has no trace of consciousness. In a fit of rage, Bonnie grabs a katana from the ground and stabs Saturn directly in the chest, causing blood to gush out. This concludes a chaotic chapter. Now let's move on to some comments and theories about these events. Let's start with the appearance of the Elder from the Gorosei. There are many ideas circulating regarding the sign from which Saturn emerged and the presence of the number 5. I think this signifies that the rest of the Gorosei might use the same technique and have their own numbers. If this is true, we could classify Saturn as the 5th or number 5 in terms of strength among the Gorosei. It would make sense since he is the first one to be introduced, and the power levels of these elders will likely increase as they are revealed. What makes this situation intriguing is the use of the pentagram to summon Saturn. This star pattern has been used before in One Piece during the attempt by Brook and the villagers to summon a demon. It's a fascinating callback, and it raises questions about demons and summoning in the One Piece world. Next, let's discuss the battle between Luffy and Kizaru. While many initially underestimated Kizaru and the strength of the admirals before the battle, Luffy is now exhausted. The same Luffy who defeated Kaido, the strongest creature in the world, is now fatigued from battling a Marine admiral. Some argue that Luffy has lost his strength and is finished, but they forget the battle with Kaido, where Luffy's strength waned, and then his heart rate increased. Rejuvenating him, Luffy returned to battle as if nothing had happened. With Luffy tired from his fight with Kizaru, almost no one will be able to stop Saturn, who is likely to be incredibly powerful. The only thing that can possibly halt him is the empty century robot that we saw awaken a few chapters ago. This robot might possess terrifying and scientifically advanced abilities. What's certain, Nakamas, is that after the events of the last chapter, We can see that the government is the greatest threat in this story. We've known this from the beginning, but who would have imagined they were this dangerous? In conclusion, Luffy has a long road ahead, and Eiichiro Oda keeps increasing the difficulty of his challenges. This is a beautiful storytelling element because you don't want a hero's journey where the hero never feels threatened. What do you think about all the events in chapter 1094 and the theories we've discussed throughout this video? Leave your theories in the comments section below. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button. That helps me a lot to keep growing, and activate the notification bell so that YouTube notifies you whenever I upload a new video. Otherwise, you won't be notified when I release my new videos. Thank you very much for all the support, and without further ado, until next time.